Joining us this morning is Ken Hall from our own prison over here, Lake Erie
Good morning.
Correctional
Lake
Institution.
Erie Correctional Institution.
How you doing, Ken?
I'm good, thank you.
First time on, right?
Yes, it is, yes.
Okay. And of course Renee Roach, everybody knows Renee.
I'm back.
From the Food Pantry. And the reason, I got an email from Debbie Newcomb the other day that she wanted to get Renee on with Ken because of an event that's coming up at the prison. It's coming Saturday, I believe, isn't it, Ken?
Is this Saturday, October the 4th, but it is at Walmart.
Oh, it's going to be at Walmart.
It's at Walmart in the parking lot.
Oh.
What we're doing is we're going to have a van there. It's
Okay.
called Cram the Van, and we're hoping that the community will come out and cram the van full of non-perishable food items that we're going to donate to the Conneaut Food Pantry.
How did you come up with this project, Ken?
I think it originated from the corporate offices that they wanted. I mean, they had just moved in, taken over the prison back in 2012,
Right.
and they wanted to get started with doing some things around the community. So they contacted us about coming up with some ideas for some things to do. And the food drive, I'm not sure where it came from, but the food drive came out of that whole process, and we've been working on that now for a while, and we came up with the idea for the Cream of the Van.
Excellent. Because when I started announcing it, I didn't have all the details, and I thought, well, how are they going to raise money at the prison or raise food at the prison? And now it will be at Walmart, so we will make that
There's a van at
clear.
Walmart. It's going to be there Saturday morning from 10 o'clock until 6 p.m.
Oh,
We're going to have a van there, and there's going to be a big sheet or something. I'm not sure where it's going to be parked, but we're going to have a big van that's going to be parked there. I believe they have an inmate actually working on some sort of a design that he's putting onto a sheet to identify it.
Okay.
And I don't know what it's going to look like, but look for the big van. It's got the sheet draped over it.
And if you don't see it, ask for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
ask for it.
Don't.
Right. So you're hoping that people will buy or bring food items, non-perishable food items,
Yes.
that day.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. I hope the word gets out. so
Yeah,
you
the
know.
words has to get. Yeah, this is like we were talking last week. We're in crunch mode right now, and we are really struggling at this point. Of course, every year
It was
holidays
this week.
come. Oh, it was this week, wasn't it? Oh my gosh!
It was
see
Monday.
See how the
Yeah.
that's okay. It happens when you get our age.
Something.
Yeah, there's something in the air. But we are going into our crisis mode because we are coming into the holidays, which in turn means we will be seeing a lot more people coming in for
Sure.
assistance. The holidays bring that because people, you know how it is in your own household, stretching your dollar, trying to make
Sure.
make a Christmas for your family or provide food for your family for the holidays. Yeah, so they in turn come to us for that assistance. So it is crisis mode for us. It is the time of year when we really start. For me, it can be Panicsville. And we've been in that for quite a while because we have seen it come a little earlier this year. Normally we don't see this crunch mode till like the end of October. This started in August for us, the beginning of August,
Early.
before school started. So it started much earlier, so it was a sure indicator to us that things are going to be a little bit harder for families this year than in the past. Like I've told you before, we're seeing, and I was explaining to Ken, that we are seeing so many families I've never seen before or even met. And I have asked around to other businesses just to see if it was me, and they said no, they are seeing the same different people coming into their place of business. So this is vital. This is a wonderful thing that they're doing, and if it catches on, I would love to see this be like an annual thing, a yearly thing. We don't even need non-perishable food items. We're also seeing a huge increase of people asking for hygiene, laundry soaps, house like dish soaps, that type of deodorants, toothpaste. So if even that is a wonderful thing to be able to donate. So it just doesn't have to be food. It can be both. So
I have to say this. I think because of our chats on the air and stuff, I'm hearing more and more people say, I want to make sure that I can do this and give to help other people. I'm hearing that on the streets, and even with the things that you're doing for Christ Cooks. Last night, Michelle out of nowhere goes, if I didn't have to work all week long, if I had the time, or if I have a vacation day, I would like to go and volunteer to help make cabbage rolls or
Yeah,
meatball sandwich. She goes, I just feel like I'm getting in that mode where I want to help out. Where she goes, I didn't have that.
and
before.
we need that type of.
And she said,
that
I think you
attitude
need
and
that youth, the
mindset.
kind of the younger people to come out and start
Right,
getting involved.
because the older ones have that. You know, your mother's generation.
Yeah.
They've always when something needed done, they pulled together, they did it, and they got it done, and maybe not the way they intended it to, they start, but there was always a resolution of some sort that they would come together. And my mom and I were just talking about this after the cabbage roll sale, because we have said that will be our last cabbage roll sale because of not having the volunteers that come out. And my mother was saying, I don't understand. I says, Mom, when you were raising us, my mother worked, but in the beginning when we were little, she didn't work. She didn't at that time, and she wasn't the breadwinner. She worked, but my father was the breadwinner.
Right.
And I think in that time you could give more of your time. Now our society is totally different. It's
Completely.
sometimes women are. So if you have you don't have to be a woman to do these things. We have a lot of men at the Thanksgiving dinner who volunteer their time. We have such a wonderful time, a good time it's work, but many hands make it very easy to do. So with anything, the Halo Project, participating in something like this, just give an hour. You don't have to give your entire day. And you get enough people that give an hour, you've got it solved.
It adds up.
And then with the cabbage roll, we had all these women. God bless them. They're wonderful, but they were in their 70s and 80s, showing up every day, and they're exhausted. They're totally, because I have to work during the day, and my assistant goes down and helps, but we go in the afternoon because of that. But by the time we get there, a lot of the majority of the work they've accomplished. So.
Well, I think maybe we're making a difference. Just getting the word out and people saying, you know what, we can help, and certainly with this, like Ken's got. This Cram the Van is an excellent idea, Ken. I think I give your prison credit.
Are they also taking, because I will get calls on this, a lot of people won't be able to get there for this, for whatever reason. Are they taking monetary donations in the name of this fundraiser?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay, so they are able to now. If they were to do that, would they mark it to the Conneaut Food Pantry and put in the memo, Cram the Van, or does it have to go to your
to the prison?
Prison first.
I'm not really sure about that. We didn't really talk
Go
a whole
that
lot
route?
about the.
I would
aspect
imagine
of
if you
it,
put it to food
Food
pantry.
pantry,
Yeah, I
and
would
then
imagine
and I
those
can
people-
report back to you what
Yeah.
comes in, because
Right.
like I do have a lot of people who will say, oh, it's just easier for me to just,
Yeah.
I would rather write a check for $5 and
Right.
give than to have
And I'm
to.
sure the prison doesn't want to mess with all that money and
Right,
stuff.
but-
Well, I mean, that's stuff that just has to come in, and then it would just go back out anyways. So.
Right.
So it can go either way, but this is just, and this is a fun event too. This is fun to watch this fill up. They've done this with school supplies, and and
right.
it's always been a success. So please support this, because they're coming back into helping the community, and that's very important. And to help the community, we need the community to support them.
Prison was very instrumental over the years
Oh,
since
yeah.
it began. I was on the board, and it has done a lot of good things for this town. It really has.
Yes.
It's very community minded.
One thing I would like to bring up, the inmates, they do fundraisers every month. They receive a certain amount of state pay every month. And they do fundraisers. Some of the programs that they actually have out there are financed entirely by the donations that they make. They have raised so far over $1,200 that they are donating to the food bank.
Is that
Isn't that
right?
wonderful?
That's right.
Good for them.
So it's, and like I said, it's just, and it sounds like $1,200 is a whole lot of money, and it is a great help, but that for our program and the people we're seeing, that goes by like that. I just had a food order that cost me $800, and that won't get me through the month. That'll get me through 2 weeks. So that gives you kind of an idea of what we're seeing and what we're facing.
And $1,200 to these prisoners is a lot
It's
of
a
money
lot of
because
money.
they
It's
don't
a
make a
lot of
whole
money.
bunch.
No,
there,
they don't.
You know.
And
Right.
they're doing their part on their end. Now we have to do our part on our end and support what they're doing. So
Let me ask you, if if I'm going to come to Walmart and I'm going to bring something, what do you need? You know, I know you said that it can be a laundry soap and, you know, personal hygiene
jarred
things.
spaghetti sauce.
But you know there's certain
yeah.
things that when people walk in the door, this is what they want.
Well, it isn't a case of what they want. It's
I-
a case of we have to go by guidelines, and we have to
Right.
make sure that these families are receiving
Balanced boxes.
balanced boxes, but also that they're able to make 3 dinners,
Mm-hmm.
3 lunches, and 3 breakfasts for the size of their family.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to do that, I have to have the items there we try to make sure they get so they can do a pasta dinner one night. We give them a meat for another night with like instant potatoes or rice. And then we also try to do like a casserole type thing, like with egg noodles, tuna noodle casserole or mac and cheese casserole, that type of stuff. So we have to have a balance there. So for what you could use for those type of things to cram the van would be like jarred sauce or canned pre-made sauce, not just because a lot of people don't know how to make spaghetti sauce out of sauce puree and paste. So just the pre-made sauce is
What about
fine.
like soups?
Soups, any kind of soups is phenomenal. We put a lot of soups in for the winter. We use any kind. Tuna fish, canned chicken, canned hams, those small canned hams. We use a lot. We go through a lot of that. Cereals, breakfast cereals is a big thing. Any kind of cereal, oatmeal, that type of stuff. Instant potatoes is huge. They're very costly for us to purchase. So if we can get that backed up to give out. Bags of rice, that's another. Side dishes, you can buy those pasta side dishes that are nice that we could do tag-ons for their meat. We try to do that type of instant milk, shelf milk or the carnation dried milk, either one of those. Anything, juices. We don't take, be honest with you, we do not purchase grapefruit juice. We don't give that out because of medications. A lot of people who are on medications cannot. We don't, and children don't like it. So we just
Really?
don't. Yeah.
I love grape juice.
Grapefruit.
Oh, grapefruit.
Not
Oh,
grape,
yeah,
grapefruit.
okay, gotcha.
So that is one that we kind of steer clear of because the in between people we don't get enough that to put it out. So apple juice, grape juice, cranberry juice, that type of juice is great.
Okay.
We put out a lot of that. And jellos, desserts,
Jello.
pancake mix, syrup, all those things. Just kind of sit down and say, okay, this is what I would cook for dinner today. What will I make for lunch, and what will I make for breakfast? Those are the things. What you will feed your family. That is what we need.
Gotcha.
Just kind of look at your own menu.
Ken, I'm going to have you go over some of the logistics here, of the times
And
and all
I'll
that
put this up.
stuff.
So if you see this
Okay.
anywhere, that's what this is for. Cram the Van has the times on it. October 4th.
October 4th, 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. And we're going to be in the Walmart parking lot. We're not exactly sure where we're going to be, but it's going to be a big white van, and it's going to have a cloth draped over it that's going to identify it. So please be sure to look for it, and we'll be looking forward to getting your donations.
Very good. And as Ken said, they come up with this idea to be part of the community, to help out, and the food pantry is one of the things they wanted to help out. And it certainly, as Renee has told us Monday and then today again, they are in dire need of help right now. Actually started to get in trouble in August. Usually it's not till the end of October.
Yeah.
And here we are at the beginning of October, and they're struggling trying to make things meet over there.
Renee, do you have any idea why?
We have just, we really don't. The demographics have taken another turn. There for a while it was, when I first took the job, it was big families. We were seeing a lot of like families 5 and over. Occasionally we'd get a senior and that type of stuff. Then it switched like 5 years down after I was taking it switched to more seniors than families, more single individuals coming in. Now we're back to seeing big families again, families that have never participated or needed services through our program. And we're seeing, we have a lot of seniors still, and we're having a lot of single individuals, and I'm dealing with a lot of homeless issues.
Yeah,
So,
Debbie Newcomb and I just had that discussion.
so we're dealing with a lot over there. It's just, and for the reason for it, all I can say is it's partly the economy. I mean, I think the lack of jobs in our area, people can only go so long with piece working it, you know, and picking up a law job here or there. You can just patch it and put a Band-Aid on it for so long, and now it's maybe it's just that's coming to full fruition. So we really don't know the actual. I think it's just a lot of things.
Yeah.
The cost of everything, the cost of food
Everything's
has gone up. The cost of home heating is going up. What, 5 to 7% this winter?
But gas is going down.
But well, for now, gas is going down. You know,
Yeah.
and so you're seeing. I think everything is raising. The cost of living is not going up. Wages are not going up. Jobs are not coming in. So
Yeah.
it's just a combination, I think, of everything.
Ken, how long you worked at the prison?
I started there when they took over in January of 2012.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Did you have you been in the business before, or?
No.
Really?
No.
What do you do over there?
I'm in HR. I actually do payroll.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I've known a lot of guys from the prison. As I mentioned, I was on the board when it first started. I was on the board for like 10 years, I think.
That worked for the prison or are housed at the prison?
That worked for the prison.
Okay.
I don't know anybody on the other side. But yeah, there's a lot of good guys that have worked there over the years, and it's been an asset to this community. It's helped out our economy.
Yes, it has.
You know,
And we are one of the larger employees of the
Yes.
county too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have nearly
Exactly.
300 people employed there.
Is that right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, certainly
That's
we
wonderful.
want to thank you for what you're doing here for the Conneaut Food Pantry. They
Yes.
certainly can utilize all that they can get here on Saturday. And the hours again are
10 a.m. until 6 p.m.
till 6 p.m.
Saturday
So
at
Saturday.
Walmart.
So you got
Okay.
8 hours
Walmart.
to take advantage of this.
Yep.
It'll be at Ashtabula Walmart. I mentioned a couple times it was at the prison area over here. It's not. It's at Walmart. So Ken, good luck to you, and Renee,
Yes,
you
thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will let you know how it goes.
Yeah, would you please?
Yes, I
Yeah.
will definitely do that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay.
make it a success, people.